Welcome, Tarot Mi Amor. It's the heart spread for mid-December, and this one's gonna be for Scorpios. We had some technical difficulties, so we're doing this a little differently. You got the sun as your overall energy here, and this is a little philosophy. I don't like to not do a reading. There's no reason to abandon this reading. And I guess I'm a little superstitious about that. It's like we had a discussion early, and the was like, "Okay, we're just." I said, "No, you can't redo it." It's prejudice, I guess, terrible. But I think it's a good reading, positive reading. You get the sun, and if you want to talk again about this is the Scorpio coming in, right? And probably coming from a relationship where they didn't feel they were getting reciprocated. Maybe they gave a little more than they got. So you might be having that energy when you come in. But when you come into this relationship, you're all, Ace of Wands, you're all go, go, go. This is a very positive feeling you have about this. And it's quite different. Like you're not thinking so much about things, you're just enjoying it.
David nos está diciendo que tú estás como persona cuestionándote acerca de tu pasado, si todo lo que diste en el pasado tuvo su recompensa, no estás valorando si lo que cosechaste fue suficiente, pero cuando entras a la relación todo cambia y te dejas fluir.
Yeah. And then we were saying over here also Pentacles, but the other person is coming in, and whatever happened to them, when you're in this position, it's almost like when you're cringing, you're holding on tight because you're getting hurt, and so you can't really throw a ball or hug someone or anything, or even defend yourself when you're just holding on like that tight to things. And probably for good reason, but this is not a real good relationship energy to enter with in this reading. As you enter, this is, it's not great, but maybe this is sort of like once burned, twice shine too, so, it happens. But this is kind of hard energy to come into a relationship with. It's almost like being closed up at the start. But nevertheless, you seem to be happy with it, Scorpio, because this is like, I'm happy with what they're bringing. And then immediately your other person, Scorpio, they're showing up here now. When you're all in with the Ace of Wands and on fire, they're in your heads and they're thinking like, is this real? What did I get myself into? I don't know about this. And I think this is a fear-based energy, and it's coming from being in this position of the Four of Pentacles as you come in. I'm not sure it's really about your relationship.
La otra persona se encuentra antes de llegar a la relación en esta situación del 4 de pentáculos o de oros. Es en una situación energética en la que no puedes soltar o no quieres soltar porque sientes que lo vas a perder todo. Y eso te lleva a sentirte que tienes que tomar una decisión, ¿no? Una decisión o la otra, si suelto las manos o no, si me suelto para empezar esta nueva relación o no.
Yeah, and I see a positive outcome here with the Queen of Cups. It's a very beautiful relationship, the most sensitive queen, and being a queen implies a maturity, so you have a mature, well-balanced, emotionally significant relationship, emotional availability. So we're looking at how we get there. And when you get the Chariot, the Cancer card, you often think in terms of movement, but I have the feeling here, this may have to do somewhat with the Seven of Pentacles, whatever this is about, that you felt unreciprocated in the past. It could be, but this could be movement of the belief system somehow, or an old way of thinking, shifting that. So this is in your advice for you in the relationship. And that may be necessary for you to maybe understand where they're coming from, because I get the feeling like they may not be quite sharing with you how hurt they are, or how difficult it has been. If it's a new relationship, that would be pretty normal, really. Maybe you don't want to overshare, but maybe that's what they're dealing with. What do you think? And I think their advice is to loosen up and kind of become more emotional. Not just about partying. This is about becoming more emotional, just sort of opening up, like cracking this and dissolving this, and with being emotionally available and opening up to the relationship. So I think that's having your advice for the relationship, and that's how you're going to get to the Queen of Cups outcome.
Aquí nos muestra que vienes a hacer decisiones muy difíciles en tu pasado, donde tuviste que elegir un camino u otro, donde tú estabas valorando si lo que te daban con respecto a lo que tú diste era suficiente o no. Y ahorita estás en la relación, abriéndote, estás más abierto para poder empezar una nueva relación, y eso significa que puedes tomar el camino para que puedan hacer una buena pareja. Pero la otra persona tiene aquí el 2 de espadas, y para que puedan llegar a lograr la reina de copas, esta persona necesita pues dejar todos sus miedos o todo lo que tiene detenido dentro de él o contenido, dejarlo libre, empezar como a disfrutar, ¿no? Y lo pueden hacer juntos si tienen un buen diálogo, una muy buena conversación, en donde pueden ponerse de acuerdo en qué es las cosas que busca cada uno, dejar el miedo atrás, ¿ok? Porque esta persona tiene mucha fuerza para que puedan hacer una relación muy bonita y lograr lo que es la reina de copas, ¿no? Que es la mejor reina del zodiaco, que es la más amorosa.
And this down here at the core, which is the advice for the relationship, is having a good talk. And I think with this, your person being in this Two of Swords energy, that this talk will really help them. And this may be also why you need to think about your this is a shift in your values and belief systems, possibly. Because here you're going to be talking about union. And so here you may want to bring in, well, in past relationships, I don't want to be the one doing all the dishes anymore. That reciprocation stuff. They may want to bring in what went on here and put them into this energy, being so uptight, holding on. And just that talk about what are we going to do? We're going to move in together. What do we want out of life? Do we want children? We want to save money? We want to go on vacation? Eat at restaurants a lot? So, and I think that's how you're going to get to the Queen of Cups. I don't think you need to clarify anything. It's a very good outcome.
Sí. So explícalo, open your heart, say your feelings, say your needs, say what do you are ready for give and for ask.
Put it out there. All right.
Thank you, amigos.
Thank you. Scorpios, share, like, subscribe, please. Appreciate it. Let us know if this resonates.